welcome back. Now, this video is going to be over creating classes and objects. So in order to create your own custom object, you must first create the corresponding classes. This is accomplished by right-clicking on the source folder in Eclipse and selecting Create New Class. So I'm going to skip over this because I know a lot of guys don't even use Eclipse. You probably use VS Code or IntelliJ, so it's different for everyone. But what we'll do is move on to the syntax of it really. So a class, this is how you define a class. You have public class and then the name of the class. In this case, it's animal. This is a method, which is void bark, and then it prints out woof woof. We declared a bark method in our animal class. Note, in order to use the class and its methods, we need to declare an object of the class. So we can simply have fill in the blanks to create a class with a single method called test. So public class and then test. Notice how public and class are both lowercase. Okay, so you can also leave out the word public and it just automatically is there, so that's there too. Let's over to our main method and create an object of our class, my class Java. Okay, so my class, and then you have an animal, a dog, and then equals new animal, dog dot bark. So now the dog is an object of type animal, which we created in the class. So essentially you're just creating a new variable types instead of like an int or a double. You have animal because you have a class for that, and we can call its bark method on it using the name of the object and a dot. The dot notation is used to access the object's attributes and methods. You have just created your first object. Now let's practice with this. Now we have create a program to showcase loading message to your application users. Define a class loading which has one public method called loading message, which should print loading when called. Creating an object named loading and call that method. Okay, so let's create the loading method. So okay, so we have public void loading message, and then it's gonna print out system.out.println. I still can't spell println, and we'll print out, let's say, loading, and then we'll go here, and then we have to create a new object. Okay, create an object named loading and call that method. Okay, so here we're already calling it here, so we just have to create the object essentially. Loading equals new loading, and voila, let's run it. Perfect. Alright, now let's go ahead and do this. So we'll do public class, and then we have the the object class A, new A object dot test, and let's run it. Yep. And that is going to be the end of the lesson. I hope you did learn something, and I'll see you guys in the next one. In the next video, we'll be learning about class attributes. So until then, stay tuned.